And then we're going to do big waves out there. So good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday. I can't tell you how excited I am for tonight for so many reasons. Like, one, I love seeing all your faces. It's such a, like, Wednesday's my favorite day because I get to wake up with you guys, and I pretty much, it's night time for me. So I get to spend my morning and my night just seeing your beautiful faces, and it makes my day. But the number one thing that I want to kick this off with, and I even made a little slide, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations to everybody across the board. We saw so many people out there winning these last couple of weeks. So many rank advancements, so many people doing the work that they need to do in order to grow their business to kick off truly a phenomenal 2024. And I don't know about you guys, but I really think that this was the absolute best November I've had in the 13 years that I've been in this business. So, I hope that you all are experiencing that as well. And I'm seeing so much of that across the board. So I just wanted to kick this off with just a big congratulations to each and every one of you, because I'm just so proud of my team, your team. My whole screen just froze. So hopefully you can still see me. I don't know what's going on here, but congratulations to you guys. So great work. And it's just been so much fun to watch, so much fun to just be a small part of so many of different people. And I can't wait to see what we all create together as we move in to this next year. So great job with that. And the next thing that I want to share, if I can, I don't know what's going to happen here. I can't, I'm like, Tammy, can you see Dr. Racer? Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Love technology. It's so exciting when sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but hopefully you see Dr. Ray here. Dr. Ray Strand. I just want to make sure that everyone knows about this event on Thursday. If you've been on Facebook today, if you've been on Telegram, you've probably seen a lot of posts about it, and there's going to be more, but that's because we don't want anybody to miss out on this opportunity. So many of us have a lot of prospects that we've shared a little bit of information about the drops. So many of us have a lot of customers that are benefiting from the drops. And can you imagine what that will do for all of those people to have the opportunity to get on a Zoom or Facebook Live with our Chief Medical Officer, the lead of our scientific advisory board, and hear about the drops, what they're doing in everybody's bodies, why the approved food list is the way that it is, what are the tips, what are the secrets, all the different things that we need to know in order to maximize our benefits on these products from the mouth of Dr. Ray Strand. And so I'll tell you what I'm doing. Every single person since I started, working with the drops on July 5th, every single person that has asked me a single question about it, I am inviting right now to get on this live. And the way that I'm doing that is I'm reaching out to them and I'm saying, hey, I know you had some questions about our hormone balancing skinny drops. I wanted to let you know that one of the masterminds behind it is going to be doing a live broadcast in our private Facebook group. Would you like an invite? And I'm just reaching out to people that have expressed interest, because imagine, if they can't make a decision after that, they're probably not going to make a decision, right? And then for all of my customers, I'm saying pretty much the same thing. You're using these drops, you're benefiting from these drops. If you're not in Circle of Health yet, if you didn't accept my invitation, now would be a great time, because we are going to have one of the masterminds behind this product, and he's going to go through the whole thing on how we can benefit the most. So if you guys have not put that out there, please do. And do know that I'm pretty confident that this Zoom room is going to be full. So if it's important to you to be on the actual Zoom, get on there early. But I'll tell you, my goal is to be in Circle of Health. I'm going to watch it live. Cannot wait. We'll be able to ask questions. I'm just so excited for that. So thank you so much, Dr. Crystal, for setting that up for us. So just wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping there. And now I'm going to move it over to some of our beautiful guests. And hopefully that you all know and love Tammy Maltby Melchisedeck already. But she is a phenomenal leader across the board from our organization. And she's a phenomenal businesswoman. And one of the things that she is incredibly skilled at is starting her team off right. She is very skilled at making sure that she takes the time to encourage everyone, to make sure that they have the tools that they need to be successful. And so, Tammy, thank you so much for jumping on here with us this evening. Appreciate you.
Hey. How is everybody out there tonight? Wave at me. I need some interaction. I need to know I've got from friends I'm talking to out there. Oh my gosh, so great to see everybody. Happy Wednesday evening. I mean to tell you, if you're not so excited about what is happening inside of Partner Co right now, you're not paying attention, because it is incredible what is going on in the lives that are being changed and the community that is being built. It's absolutely incredible. So I just want to welcome you all tonight. And Andrea and I were talking a little bit earlier, and Brent and I talk almost every day about things that are going on and what we feel our field needs. And so I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm in Breckenridge, Colorado. You can tell I'm in like a little hotel timeshare area. And another thing I love about our business is that we can do our business from anywhere. And so I've been packing up boxes for the last 2 hours to ship out to 20, how many is it? 20, 30, almost 30 people that are going to be very, very happy. And we have something on our hands to really bless the lives of others. So first of all, I want you to remember that you have gold in your hand tonight, that you have an opportunity to transform someone's life. I want to put you to put your hand on your heart. Can you feel it beating? Can you? Put a 1 in the chat if you can feel your heart beating. If you can feel your heart beating, that means you have a purpose. That means you're not over yet. That means God has something for you. And I want to suggest to you tonight that one of the things he has for you is transformation, not just information. We have been called to transform people's health and their finances and the community of which they find themselves in. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about how do you get someone started successfully in this business. Now, I'm going to suggest to you that the way you get someone started in this business will be the alpha and omega if they are successful or they are not successful in this business. Really, truly, at the very start, it's going to be up to you. You are a coach. You are their confidant. You are their encourager. You're their cheerleader. You're the one that comes alongside and says, you can do this. I believe in you. I see you. You know, Robin DeMia always says this fabulous quote that people have something on their forehead that says, make me feel important. Everybody needs to be seen. Everybody needs to know that they are important. And so tonight, we're going to start out with when you bring a brand new person that has tried the drops, they love the drops, and they want to start into the business, getting them started correctly is very, very important. And so I'm just going to share in a few little pointers to you what I do and what I have seen successful. And then I'm going to introduce you to one of my newest brand partners, Miss Beautiful Ellie Bishop, who I did not know, only was connected on Facebook through some other friends. And she has become quite a little rock star in this business. And I'm going to introduce her in just a moment, but I'm going to tell you what I did when I started with Ellie. So when Ellie came to my house, she wanted to pick up some drops. And I love people coming to my house because it gives me an opportunity to put all my SlenderX products by my front door so that when they come for the drops, they see the shakes, they see the Cocoa Boost, they see everything that we offer with SlenderX. Why? Because that's an opportunity for me to talk about $29.95. They can become a brand partner and they can get all these products at wholesale. Oftentimes people will want to try them. Oftentimes they're going to sign up as a brand partner right then and there. Well, Ellie had a lot of questions. So we went back and forth, and she came back one day and bought some shake mix. And she said she was really interested in becoming a brand partner for the discount. But what I realized very early on was this woman was looking for another stream of income. And she loved the health and wellness field. She was a woman of purpose, and I knew she would do really well in this. So when she became a brand partner, I called her up. I said, Ellie, I'd love to have you to my house to try some of our products. And I'd love to teach you something called the boards, right? The boards. And I want to suggest to you, when we send just the boards to people, it can be extremely overwhelming. Remember, your role is to be a teacher, is to be patient, is to find the opportunity that if you take the time on the front end, I promise you, you will have the reward on the back end. I've been in network marketing 10 years. One of the things I've had learned through what we're doing now with the drops is if I take an hour of time with someone, I train them on the board. So we download the boards. She downloads her app. I send her the SlenderX app. She downloaded SlenderX app. I helped her put it on the keyboard, which is really an essential part because you're going to lose people about right in that spot. They're going to say, well, I can get it into my app, but I can't get it on my boards. So that's why we want to do face-to-face as much as possible so you can take some of the frustration out for them. I did it by myself for the very first time. It was frustrating. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not an IT person. But what I found out is if I persevered through it, I could actually do it. And so we downloaded the boards with her. Then we do something really important. And I want you to write this down. You do the boards, you download the boards in the SlenderX, you apply it into their keyboard. And then you do something really important. You practice. So I take my phone and she takes her phone and she starts practicing the scripts with me. And so she will start to find where those scripts are. And now we can tell someone to just go do that. Or we can be the person that can encourage them and teach them while they're doing that. And so she's going through the scripts. We do Dr. Crystal's video. We go back and forth. And of course, she's young, so she was a lot quicker study than a lot people my age group are a little bit slower, but she was quick. And then we did something really important. We did a first post. So I said, Ellie, I'm going to put these drops in your hands. And I am going to take some pictures of you. And Andrea, I don't know if you have any of those pictures that you could maybe pull up, but I take my camera and I get a really nice filter on these. And I take some good pictures of people. I make sure they like them, that they feel good in them. There we go. Yes, there's Ruth Ann too. This is one of Betsy Waters' new brand partners. But you see, and there's Janine. They're all sitting out on my deck. I make them pose. I take some pictures with them. And there's Miss Ellie. And there's Ellie with her sister, Laura. And Miss Laura has now joined the business and they've signed a new brand partner. But I show all the different ways of getting people started. And I like to have pretty backgrounds. I like to have, them with sitting, standing, looking cute, fun, great backgrounds. And then I send all those pictures to them. And I tell them, this is how you're going to get started. These are the tools that you need to tell your transformation story. So now they have 8 to 10 pictures on their phone that they actually approve of and like. And then we do something really fun. We sit down and we take that picture and we put it on their social media. Now, this is where it gets real nerve-wracking for them because they're now committed. They're like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Yep, you were going to do it right now. And so we add that picture and I help them come up with some copy like kicking midlife to the curb. I'm committed to get through this holiday and not gain 15 pounds. I found something, and then, all the little fonts of all the things the drops do. And then I encourage them to write, ask me for a doctor's review. Ask me for a doctor's review and how you can get your hands on it. Now, when most people see that, they're going to be like, oh, you mean there's a doctor's review of this? And they're going to reach out even to get that information. And so I have a lot of brand partners reaching out to me asking for the doctor's review. And you know what the doctor's review is? Dr. Ray Strand and Dr. Crystal Vance. And so I send that information to them as I go through the system of growth. So now they've made a beautiful post. We're going to post it. I make them push the button. So they're committed. They're committed to push the button. And then we do one more thing. We teach them how to take the share on the post that they make on the bottom right-hand corner. They have to make sure that their Facebook is on, the profile of it is for everyone. It's not private, but it's public. So you need to help them do that if they haven't done that. It has to be a public profile. Then we share it to a group on Facebook Messenger that's called Supporting One Another. And Andrea, let's see, who started that? Ashley Paulson, I believe, started that group. And Val is also one of the admins on there. But you share your post to that group. And then there's a whole bunch of people on that group that go and make posts on your Facebook. This is the amount of weight I lost. This is what's happened to my blood pressure. This is how good I felt. And you know what happens is your algorithms go straight up to the top. Facebook pushes that post out there. And now all of a sudden, all these people see what you've just posted. So when I think even when Ellie was in our house, she already started getting hits on her Facebook. And she's like, holy buckets, this works, you know? And so people now have had that she had the training and she went through it, but then she made the decision to work the system of growth. And now I want to introduce you to beautiful Ellie. And Ellie, can you unmute and can we put her on the screen? Do you think we can do that? And Ellie's a little shyer and more reserved, so I'm sure she's going to love the fact she's on a big screen in front of 150 people. There she is.
I'm working to grab her right now.
That's all right. That's all right. And so I want her just to share a little bit about what she has experienced in this business, what she loves about this business. Hi, Ellie.
Hello.
I know, there you are. So first of all, I have to say congratulations because this beautiful lady climbed 4 pin ranks. Give her a shout out in the chat. 4 pin ranks in 1 week, ladies and gentlemen. She was sharing the system of growth and the hope, trust, and plan that the drops are. So Ellie, how you doing? And how did you do that? And how are you feeling about your business?
I am very, very excited. Last night, was it last night or the night before? You know, like I just couldn't even believe when you said that I had jumped 4 ranks, and I was just doing what I do, and I was so excited that my sister has joined, and then a dear friend Shannon was over for Thanksgiving, and she's like, I want to hear about the drops, and you know, and so it was just amazing. And she was just ready to do it. She's been in other companies. She's actually with doTERRA and wanted, you know, just to partner with another company. I have to say for me, so I wanted my own story and I wanted to make sure that the drops actually were going to do something for me. I had seen so many testimonies already, which I thought were phenomenal, but I had tried so many things and nothing was really working for me for a very long time. And so after 3 weeks, I really started like noticing, you know, they're really making a difference for me. And I was feeling so much better. And the energy like was really more than I've had in a very long time. And so I'm so grateful that I got to meet Tammy because she has been such a huge support. And just walking alongside me, and even Betsy, just our million questions that we always have. And but when I started really investigating the company, I am a very much a quality person, and I will research things, you know, a lot to really find out who they are, what they're about. And I was actually really, really surprised that a company like this had such a quality to commitment. I'm sorry, a commitment to quality, and so much of the products and the certifications and the patents. I was really blown away, honestly. And so that was something that I could really grab a hold of. And so for, you know, in the beginning when I started taking drops, I had already been asking the Lord that I wanted to have a passion for something and I wanted to help people. And as I was walking through that, I never realized that this actually became that. And so, because now I have a passion for this company, I have a passion for the products, and I'm helping people. And
Yes.
so, this was kind of like one of those, you know, gifts that God brings you. And I just didn't even realize that it was going to be that. And my sister has even like noticed, she's like, do you see how happy you are when you talk about this? And so I'm just really, really excited, and I'm just sharing. When we did the first post, I think I had like 35 people message me, and a lot of the people were like, wow, that is really expensive. And I did get some people that felt like it was really expensive, but to me, I just shared with them that it was worth every penny because of how it is making me feel and what it is doing inside of my body. And so I'm just continuing to do the system of growth. Tammy has been so great because I have not been a Facebook person. I rarely have ever posted on Facebook, and was just kind of like, isn't this going to sound weird with me, you know, posting all of a sudden? Is it going to sound salesy because it's not really who I am? But I felt like she encouraged me. It's my business, and to just kind of do it the way that I felt comfortable. And so I slowly started doing it with sharing my personal story, which was just huge. And then I got to share about my sister joining, and, you know, she's starting on the drops. And then I started just sharing some testimonies, and it's just been great. I mean, 3 weeks into this, and I just feel so hopeful. I feel excited. I'm so, so grateful for Tammy and Betsy, and now my sister and Shannon. And we're going to be getting together hopefully sometime this week and do the training, because Tammy helped Laura with the boards, and now we're going to help Shannon, and we're going to practice together, because it kind of is intimidating and it's overwhelming. So Tammy, you were right on. You have been such a support to me, and doing that testing, practicing back and forth really helped me feel more comfortable. And so I'm just really, really excited for the future. So much so, I just want to do this full time. So I've been praying about, I
Yes.
want to do this sooner than later.
Thank you, Allie. Thank you. It's so true. I remember when it hit me when I said, I want to do this full time. I want to give
Yes.
my heart, passion, and life to it, because we really do transform people's lives. So give a big shout out to Miss Allie to getting on a Zoom where I knew this was going to be a challenge for her. I think she smoked it, and she did an absolute great job. And
Hey, Tammy,
yeah, hi, Brent.
could I jump in with Ellie?
Yeah.
Ellie, I congratulated you, but I am so excited. I mean, 4 pin ranks, 3 weeks in, unbelievable. And you're gonna go full time. I can your energy, Tammy's like, she doesn't really like being in front. Like, you bring that energy, lady. There's no stopping you. But I want to say this. In 3 weeks, what have you noticed, like with the drops, as far as you talked about people's noticing your mood swings or your positive energy or the way you feel? Have you noticed any difference there first? I mean, with the drops,
Yes.
like what have you
So for me,
experienced in 3 weeks?
it's definitely the main reason I started it is for hormone balance. I mean, yes, I losing weight would be great, but it was like my number one thing was the hormone balance. But what I truly found is, because I've struggled ever since I was even a child and growing up with a lot of different health challenges. I was really sick growing up, a lot of different things. Doctors tried to put me on a lot of different medications, which I refused to take. And I've been on a search for so many things to help me feel better, especially like huge tiredness I had, just never feeling good, always lethargic and things. And that, I have to say, is the number one thing that has helped me, is the energy. Like, I could wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm not waking up dragging. And so I know, I even, my sister and I, we live in the same neighborhood and we walk our dogs, and I was walking down, I'm like, I feel so much energy. It's like, I feel
That
so good. And so that has been the number one thing. The hormones, the balancing, I could feel is happening. I have lost 5 pounds, so that's been good.
Yes.
But the main thing is, I think the energy, I'm definitely like just feeling excited. I feel excited and passionate about something again. And so I feel like the business brought that, but the drops to me, especially when I see these testimonies, I mean, it really does bring me to tears when I see some of these testimonies about how it's changing people's lives. And so I've been on the drops for 45 days. And so I'm, I'm really enjoying them. I love how I feel on them. I really do have such a better outlook on life.
Ellie, was you a customer before you were a brand partner?
I was, yeah. I wanted
Okay,
to have a
okay.
story first.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I want to point that out because Tammy's about to train everybody on what she does, but understand Tammy practices what she preaches. She leads with the tongue in her shoes, not just the tongue in her mouth. So she converted Ellie from a customer to a brand partner. And so I want everybody to know that that conversion is so huge.
Yes.
Why? Because it creates leverage, right? So Tammy had a customer
Yes.
that was not going to extend the business, meaning Ellie as a customer would just enjoy taking the products and using it. But the minute she converted her over to the business and sit down, spent an hour with her, took pictures with her, what is in 3 weeks, Ellie? How many boxes of drops in 3 weeks have you sold?
I haven't sold a ton. I want to say I've sold probably 7, but I have sold a ton of other products because I went over to my mom's house. We went over through every one of her supplements, and we actually looked at all of the supplements that and Tammy and Dr. Crystal actually even help with this, about what my mom should be taking, because she has like rheumatoid arthritis and different things. And so I placed a huge order for my mom because she's transitioning to all of these products. And then the same thing, Tammy helped with my sister. And so we got her off some of her other products. And so she placed a huge order. So I've sold a lot of other things.
Which,
But
can I make
Well,
a
what I
point?
love,
Go ahead. I know what you're going to say, Brent, because I want
yeah,
to say the same thing.
what I love is in the 7 boxes, that's $350 profit in your pocket in 3 weeks. Like that's what that accumulates to, plus other products you've sold, plus comp plan money. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to go out and say you're probably past $500 of earnings
Oh, yeah.
profit wise. Plus you feel so much better. Plus you've enrolled a brand partner in your sister and already created leverage there for her going out. Like you said, y'all are going to train her and get her moving as far as what you're doing. So I everybody has this possibility in their hands. And
Yeah.
Ellie, the biggest thing is you connected with somebody like Tammy that's not just going to sign you up, but actually step with you through this process, train you, move you.
Sure.
And then this is the system. Like the beauty is you take this, Ellie, and kind of do that same format with your brand partners, and it just starts to mushroom into something really big. And so I'm excited to see your future. Congratulations. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 3 weeks.
It is
Thank you so
unbelievable.
much, friends.
And
Thank
so
you.
fantastic. I'm so proud of you, Ellie. And here's also what I want to encourage everyone on the Zoom tonight with, that every time you sell a box of drops to someone, every single time that they get a box of drops mailed to them or they pick it up, you have the opportunity to significantly build your business. It's not just a box of drops, ladies and gentlemen. It is not just the one retail sale of that box, which is great. We love that fast money. But everyone that has had the opportunity to try the drops, you have an opportunity to bring them into the business, to create a revenue stream for them, to teach them about the system of growth, to take a picture, put it on their Facebook, help them see how to do it so they'll duplicate with the next person. You have the opportunity to build. Now it's not just Ellie with a box of drops. It's Ellie now with a box of drops using the system of growth. But what happens now she's on all kinds of other products. And her mom's on all kinds of other products, and her sister and her friend. See, if we understood the power of one box of drops, if we understood it's not just to get the $40 or $50 retail sale, though certainly it is that. But I'm telling you, when you catch the vision that everyone that gets a box of drops from you, you have this amazing opportunity to help them transform their health, life, finances, and community. Who believes if you put a 1 in the chat, if you believe we have the strongest, best, most supportive, loving community in network marketing, put a 1 in there. I mean, feel the love, ladies and gentlemen, we are cross-line, up-line, over-line. I work with people that aren't even in my organization. So do all these other leaders. I want you to know people are wanting that kind of community. They want to have a network marketing business, but they don't want, all the stuff that can go with it, all the drama. They want a loving, supportive community where they can thrive. They can, where we are happy for other people's successes, where we celebrate one another, and we link arms, partner co, where we link arms, and we certainly are better together. And I think this is just one beautiful illustration. This little cute Ellie there, she's going to work hard. She's going to find her rhythm, and she's going to transform a lot of people's health and life. And at the end of the day, isn't that just beautiful?
So beautiful. And I got to say this while Tammy, you're on here and Ellie's on here, because there's so much of a coaching opportunity, guys. I'm talking all of you, like I'm trying to zoom out so I can see you. Like I'm talking to Tabitha and Mary Catherine and all of you. When, Susan, when I look at Tammy and Ellie tonight, I kind of open myself up and go, hey, Brent, what are you doing personally in your business? Because I want to tell you what I hear when Tammy and Ellie talk back and forth. Tammy took the time to share twice a day. Ellie saw possibly the post and enrolled as a customer, or meaning Tammy sold her a box. Tammy made $50 or 50 plus of retail profits. That's great. Like Tammy said, that's awesome. And then Ellie could have come back and ordered a second box, but Tammy took the time. She took the time, first of all, to sit down with her and share the opportunity. Okay. And then Ellie said, you know what? I'm going to move from a customer to a brand partner. Okay. How many times have I gotten really busy and I have somebody ready to order a second box? And I'll be honest with you, I'm throwing myself under the bus. I just give them the second box because I don't really have time to share with them the business. I'm like, oh, I'll just take the $50. I don't have time. But what if they're my next Ellie?
That's
what
right.
if they're my next Ellie? Like, what if like I left Ellie on the table because I just sold her another box of drops rather than taking the time like Tammy did to share the opportunity to convert her to a brand partner. Ellie purchases a 4-pack, and then Tammy takes the time to set up boards, takes an hour, like Tammy said, take pictures, post it, do her first post with her, have her press the share button, because most people are scared to post of what their friends are going to say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Brent, if I would just follow that there, success will happen. Leverage in my business will happen. I will bring in more brand partners. So just a couple of elements. I got to share the post on Facebook to get the customer.
Yep.
And then I got to take the time with the customer to share the opportunity to upgrade them as a brand partner. And then I've got to take the time to get them trained. Tammy, Ellie, I think that's the finest example. It's like, how do you grow a big business? There it is. What Tammy and Ellie just said. Anything y'all want to add before? This is just a great example tonight.
I want to encourage people, because I was the person who didn't want to post. I'm very private, and as a matter of fact, I'm kind of kicking myself now, but I would actually decline people who I didn't know that wanted to be my friends, because I wanted a closer knit of just people that I actually knew. And so I only have like 350 friends, and I know all of them, but it's like I kind of kick myself now. And so now I've had to change my whole mindset. And before, I was so nervous about what people thought of what I was going to post and what should I post, and I would just spend so much time overthinking it. And Tammy, it was Ellie, you're overthinking it, and she would really help me overcome that. And so now I'm just doing the system of growth, and I'm just posting, and I don't really care what people think, because I want to help people. And so that's where my heart is.
Holy moly, that is amazing.
Yay.
That's amazing, because
Awesome. Awesome.
it truly is that simple. But as
Yes.
adults, we get all up in our own way of success. Like we know more, we're more professional, our people are different. And it's like we're telling ourselves all this story, but Ellie's like, I don't care anymore. I just make the post. I just follow the system of growth. I use the boards out. I mean, I'm like, who can't do that? The person that gets in their own way. That's the person that can't do it. And so here's my challenge to everybody on here tonight. Are you the person that's getting in your own way first? You're the only one that can answer that. And second, if you haven't been trained appropriately, go back to the person that enrolled you and go, I want to be trained on the system of growth. I want to set up a time. I want to be trained on the system of growth. It's okay. Guess what leaders are looking for? They're looking for people that say, I want to go full time here. I want to make a lot of money here. Will you train me? You know what I'm going to do? Drive to the other end of the earth to get you trained. If that, because we're looking for people that are raising their hand saying, please train me. Please spend an hour with me. Go back to the person that enrolled you if you don't feel comfortable with the system of growth. And if you've got the system of growth and you have never done the 7-day social media launch, remove yourself from being in your own way and go do the 7-day social media launch. Even I've heard this, Brent, I am really good at making posts, but when I put that aside and started just using what everybody else is using, I started selling boxes of drops. So think about that. Again, just run the system, and keep doing it through the holidays, like twice a day. Just keep doing it.
Oh, so true. It's so true. And for the brand partners on here that are bringing new people in, I want to just encourage you that with this one thought, that every time you sit down and take the time to teach someone how to do the system of growth, you become the encourager. You become the person that says, I believe in you. at that moment, she didn't believe in herself. I absolutely slam darn guarantee you that she did not believe in the whole thing. She was afraid. She was timid to put that out there. And I think there's a lot of people that, if they're honest, they're going to identify with that. But if you can be that leader that says, I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. I'm going to cheerlead. Every time you see something positive, you send that message to that newest brand partner. Hey, I saw that Susie Miller said this on your feed, or I saw this or that. Find opportunity to bring life, bring encouragement, because someday they're going to do it enough where they're going to sit on a Zoom with 160 people and say, I don't care what people think anymore. And they're going to get to that place by themselves, but you have to encourage them. Those initial posts must be encouraged to make and encouraged to, where you're there with them.
Andrea, this was perfect. Like I couldn't.
I hope you got value. If you got value, please type in value in the chat. I'm also here if anyone is needing some tips or ideas, or you have a couple of people that you have a team that I'm happy to come on and talk about how I train my people, if that's meaningful to you, if you have a team of people. I do believe the true training of this is one-on-one. I think people learn different at different paces. So give one person that full undivided attention, but then remember, they'll go off and they're going to start doing that, and your team's going to grow and grow and grow. So it was a wonderful evening, and I hope everyone learned a couple of things. And thank you, Andrea, for asking us to come on.
Well, thank you. And Ellie, I gotta say, you are phenomenal. Like, I'm blown away by your personality and
Oh, thank you.
absolutely adore your energy and what this is doing for you. So this was so fun for me. I'll tell you, to be able to sit back and watch, and you just light up the screen. I don't think we could have asked for anything better than that. And
Andrea,
thank you so much.
It was incredible. And the thing that I would encourage everybody to do on the Zoom is go friend, go follow Ellie on Facebook. Go follow Tammy Maltby on Facebook. Like go follow Andrea Rosser on Facebook. Like, those are three ladies, as well as a lot of people on the Zoom, that are posting twice a day, that you can get ideas from, that you can copy their post. It's free to copy. We open it up to you to go change it, make it your own, but it's all free to use. It's real people having real results on these before and afters in our company. And so, but as people talk on these Zooms, plug into them, see what they're doing, follow them. Success leaves clues.
It's true.
So, Tammy, Ellie, thank you so much for sharing tonight. This was awesome. And I know,
Thank you.
Andrea, we're going to show one more tip. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great. And ladies, thank you so much. We're going to switch gears. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly, even though he already spoke up and I didn't get to introduce him. But guys, this is Coach Palmer, and he already spoke a little bit. But I want to just take a moment so that you guys know who it is. If you have not met him yet, who is the gentleman on this screen? And I'll tell you, he is a true servant leader, and he has led thousands of people to their success. And he has this huge heart for helping people. And that was really what he asked tonight. He's like, please let me come on here and let me share how to help people capitalize on what they have. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to remove a couple of these spotlights, and Coach, I know you love that when I have just you on the screen. But I've got some slides made. So you just start where you start.
Yeah.
I'll pull them up when you're ready for them. But thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for doing the call. And for me, I just want to say this. I just want to take like the last 5 minutes and I really, and I think I know I'm speaking for Tammy Maltby, Melchisedeck, she's led armies of people to this industry. And I know I'm speaking on her behalf and Andrea's behalf when I say, like, we want to see more people win. Like,
Yes.
that's the reason we're on the calls. That's the reason we're doing trainings. Like, it's not just to hear our own self roar. I'd rather just be quiet and listen in and be trained by others and take what they know. But I was asked this week to share on a prospect Zoom that I'm always willing and open to do, just so you know, if I can ever be of service for one of your prospects. And sometimes I time don't allow it during the day because there's just a lot going on, but I'm always willing to try to make it. So, but I was on and they asked me about freedom. They said, how'd you go from coach to principal to having freedom, time freedom? And it's hard for me to put in perspective. And this leads me to the training, just this little bit at the end that will be a super importance to you. But I was on there and I'm like, I don't want to stop working. I don't want to get away from what I do here. Like my Maserati, if you will, meaning what I love. Like I'm not necessarily into cars or this or that. Like I love seeing people win. I love seeing their health journeys. I love seeing their financial success journey. I love knowing I might have had a little bit to do with it. Like that's a scorecard for me. And I found something like if that's you, maybe you put a 1 in the comment if that feels like your DNA too. You're like, I would like to spend a life doing that. Like I would like to spend the rest of my life seeing people's health improved and seeing people's finances improved. Like being able to work with people to get that done. And so I found something to retire into. So this is work. I do a lot of work, but it's just the freedom of doing it anywhere I want to. Today, we actually drove out. Selena Puckett is on here. Selena enrolled a new brand partner not too long ago. Jennifer Baker is on here tonight, and we just simply rode out to her work and took her and a coworker to eat lunch and just chatted with them about what we were doing and life and what their job is. And we had a great time fellowshipping. And if you can enjoy that process, fellowshipping, spending that hour training somebody on boards, a new brand partner, spending that time getting to know your brand partners, right, Mary Catherine? That I didn't know not too long ago. Now we talk nearly every day. Then you've found something that you can retire into and not have to retire out of. Like for Ellie, I'm looking at Ellie going, if you'll just go, you know what, I'm going to do this thing for 5-year period, go all in, experience growth, experience knowledge, all of that, and take care of people, you're going to win huge here. So in saying all that, that's why we come on. Like we want to give you a nugget or something to do that will help your business grow and flourish. And so here's my nugget for you tonight. Last week, if you have no business at all, meaning you're brand new or you've been here, you have no downline, you have no team, it's just you have not sold anything, then start using the system of growth. First, get trained appropriately. And you might have to go ask to do it. Call somebody. And I promise you, you'll get help. And then secondly, start posting twice a day. Not once a day, not twice a day for 2 days and then take off 6 days, twice a day. You'll find out it'll take you just a few seconds to do it. You're going to get really good at it. And then you're going to start having some wins. And then if you are here and you do have a team of people, maybe it's 2 people, maybe it's 2,000 people. Here's what I challenge you to do tonight before you go to bed. Go to your back office, log in, and then I want you to click on, so when you log in, up at the top, you click the little man or woman or whatever, and then you sign in. You go to your office where you're in your, what I call your back office. And then I want you to click on the 3 little arrows over at the top left. You can take screenshots of this. Click on My Money and then click on Volume. And here's where it's going to take you. It's going to take you, you're going to change it to week 47. You can do it any week, but go back to last week, week 47, when we had a lot of growth in the business. I mean, some of you, your teams took advantage of the Black Friday. Here's what you can do to grow your business right now. You see where that arrow at the top is pointing to 13,334? And this is just an example of somebody's account that optimized. Click on that 13,334. See, there's a line under it, and it's going to take you to the bottom of the screen there. And you're going to start seeing people. I blurred out names, but you're going to start seeing their order. Okay. Notice you see right here, there's a lot of people that's ordered. This person ordered 1,416 in volume. You know what that tells me last week? They ordered 2 10-packs and 2 4-packs of the Black Friday promo. You know how I know that? Because this is the numbers I study. So guess what that tells me? That person that ordered that has got 36 boxes of drops that they're looking for me to partner with to go help move. 36 boxes of drops at $50 profit. I can help that person make an extra $1,800 before Christmas. How about that? Maybe in the comments, you can talk about the excitement of that. But what if I were to start, if I see a 208, that tells me they ordered a 4-pack. If I see a 500 in product volume, that tells me they ordered a 10-pack. You know what I want to know? I want to know who ordered it. That tells me they got an inventory of drops sitting at their home. And that tells me, that's screaming to me who to make sure is trained, who to make sure is posting twice a day, and who to make sure that I'm going to work with, just like Tammy Maltby worked with Ellie. And let me tell you, it doesn't always have to be a direct personal sponsor. It could be maybe somebody that you enrolled, that they enrolled, that you end up going and working with. Okay. A great example is today. I did not personally enroll Jennifer, that we took to lunch and one of her prospects came. Selena Puckett enrolled them, but I worked below Selena to touch base with Jennifer to create that. And so that report that I just showed you, My Money, My Volume, and then there's going to be a line. It might not be 13,334. It might be 200 in product volume. But click on that and get to know that report, because that's letting you know who is ordering the Slenderize. Okay. In my mind, if I see 208, they ordered a 4-box. If I see 500 in product volume, they ordered a 10-pack.
Coach, can
Right?
I say something real quick? If you don't know
Absolutely.
the math, guys, if you don't know the math, that's okay, because you can actually click on details and you can see exactly what they ordered. So maybe you don't have the numbers down like Coach. I don't have the numbers like him. But if you can just click on details at the end of that column and it'll show you exactly what they got.
Does that make sense? Maybe you could put it in the chats. Does that help anybody? That's a very helpful look for me. I use that report. I use that feature a lot to see the activity that's going on in my business. Like, sure, you're going to see auto ships in there. You're going to see things in there, but I'm looking for the people that have created the inventory, because that tells me they're eager to go move that inventory out of their home and create those profits. So I got to make sure they're trained, right?
Okay, did he freeze or did I freeze?
He's frozen.
He did.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, I'm gonna mute him, I think, if I can, because I think we'll probably get him back. Maybe, I don't know. But that I think was absolutely key. This is something that he has taught me throughout the months that we've been doing this, is to go pull that up, because we know exactly who to work with and who to dive into. Because I'll tell you, I don't want anybody to order boxes and not have help to go move them. So go dig into your team, go look at your numbers. And going back to what Tammy was saying, if you have people on your team that you enrolled that has not had that one-on-one time with you, go give it to them. If you haven't received that time and you're like, I don't know how to use these boards, reach out to the person that enrolled you. And guess what? If they don't know, well, together, keep looking up and find somebody to help you. And if you can't in your whole entire organization, well, reach out to me. My number's everywhere. So go look for it. You can message me on Facebook. It takes me a little bit longer on there, and I'll even put my cell phone number here in the chat. But we want to make sure that nobody is left behind, because we're watching this. It's absolutely working, and we want to make sure that it works for you. So guys, thank you so much for being on here with us tonight. I'll tell you, I am like so excited. I think that Tammy brought us so much value. Ellie brought us so much value, and Coach brought us so much value. So I am so grateful. I love each and every one of you. Thanks for joining us this evening, and we'll see you back tomorrow morning at the Coach's Corner. But you all have a great evening, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Love you guys.
Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night, good night, good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you so much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you
Guys,
guys.
great
Have a
job,
great night.
Tammy. Great job,
Good
Ellie.
night.